project is brought to you by Squarespace. I'll talk more about them later. Wow, sure does smell like hands and feet around here. The perfect setting to talk about one of the many lost eras of Sonic games, the Java Mobile series. I say it's a perfect setting as if I didn't animate it literally for this purpose. Well, there actually are over 100 different Sonic games for mobile devices, and I will get to all of them. Today we're going to cover the specific subsection that you could play on such abominations as the Nokia N-Gage, or the Hare P7. You could play Sonic on a Harry Potter wand. These games are specifically not for some of Sega's online mobile services, such as Sonic Cafe, Sega Mobile, or Puyo Puyo Sega. And I have covered some of these in the past, but they barely worked, and I played them each for like 5 seconds. Younger Peter's attention span wasn't much better than it is now. We'll start with Sonic Unleashed Mobile from 2009. Yes, this is a real version of Sonic Unleashed for Nokia phones. Although it's much more akin to like the Sonic Advance series, it thankfully has been archived to the internet because someone knew that at the time 13-year-old Peter was going to grow up to play Sonic games on the internet, specifically the ones that nobody cares about. The absolute grandest that MIDI music can possibly sound. Hey, Tech Jadim Natu. This game is in Simlish. These physics are also jank. Special stage. 2 rings. You know, back in my day, those used to get you a Chaos Emerald. Now it could barely buy you a McChicken. Connect! Schnooty! Oh, that face does fit this version of the music pretty well. Sonic-Coo? Nah! Ooh, the combo though? This is actually a pretty in-depth fighting game. See, little numbers appeared above them, showing that I did something technologically impressive. I mean, this kind of controls better than the actual Werehog stages in Unleashed. A MIDI rooftop run? Oh, it's so cute. That kills you instantly? What is this, Mega Man? I got 49 rings. My monetary status should directly reflect my existence. Come on! Yeah, I'll go to the restroom, sure. The funky fish of Spagonia? We're chilling. Who put thought and effort into this? I don't mean to call you a silly Billy because thought and effort is always appreciated, but like, Sonic Unleashed Java Edition? Come on, are you dead? Snooty!
What's your greatest achievement?
I would say my greatest achievement is getting to new tea in something complete and something that I am really proud of. And also, you go into the market and get some roles.
What's...
That was on me. That one right there. That one too. I could see where that's on me. That's also my fault. I think that might be where it stops. So there's a bunch of different versions of Sonic Unleashed, even just in the actual console department. So for instance, the Sonic community calls the Wii version Sonic Unleashed. So the Java version, I would elect to call Sonic Leashed, because it is rather tame, it feels like an advanced game. Which is why it goes into A, because A stands for Sonic Golf from 2007, a Sonic game about golf. And I mean it when I say this is a mixture of my 2 favorite things about life. By Glue Mobile, who are now owned by EA, so technically an EA Sonic game. You can see that Frostbite engine going hard. I'm known to play a bit of putt-putt in video games. A very dialed-back, respectful, illustrious, polite version of the Sonic theme for golf purposes. So Tails, he's ready to golf, giving me a bit of a suspicious side eye. We're gonna want to give this some top spin, give it a smack.
Touchdown.
Not too hard here. Oh, and you see it. And you love to see it. A birdie on my Nokia. How am I having more fun with this than a full-fledged 2D Sonic action game with Where Sonic? It's entirely personal. I don't think this is a better game. I'm just quirky. Oh, full smacked it. And the bounce. Please. Go all the way. Oh.
Sonic would be so proud of me.
I want to join the country club. This would be an absolutely massive putt if Miles can get it right in that there thing with Eggman on it. An absolute dunce. Tails has bogeyed. Sounds like a commissioner would show up at your door to tell you that one personally. This is the only Sonic Golf game we got, at least to my current knowledge. I have to go through the rest of the mobile games. Maybe there's other ones. Anyway, I like golf. I want to put it up here. But no one's gonna agree with me. You know what? It's my list. Sonic Cricket from 2011. You play cricket as Sonic. Something the Sonic characters would actually never do, because cricket is for bugs and Brits. Oh, it's the dudes! We got Sonic. Okay. The toss. Sonic have lost the toss. Sonic have better at game. He elected to bowl. Well, good thing we're not playing that game, Knuckles. Here we are. Better. Where's my neck? I literally don't have a neck. I don't know what button to hit. I missed. Seriously, where's my neck? Formations? I'm like 5 years old. I'm playing Sonic Cricket. Kind of a slower ball. He hits it. I don't know how to play cricket. I don't know what cricket is. Sonic, why are you looking at me like that?
Because you don't know how to play cricket. Shut up.
I might be able to understand cricket if it weren't being displayed in single pixel lines. Honestly, the logo and cover of this are something I would have whipped up in 5 seconds in Photoshop. And I don't even know how to use Photoshop. Would have been D, but disembodied Sonic head. Sonic Spinball from 2009. I don't care to play this game, because it's a game that I don't care to play. I mean, I'll play it, but I just don't want to. But yeah, it was released on Java mobile phones. The one reason I'm still talking about it is because it was actually made by EA. So it's also a Sonic game made by EA. Whoa, look at that Frostbite engine go. Pickle? And the game is as equally uncool. Wahoo. Pickle? Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball. In all honesty, as much as I hate on Spinball for kind of being complete trash and not good and bad even, I have grown a little more fond of pinball since my pinball spin-off video, and honestly, running on a Java phone and still having it be the full-fledged game in its entire glory. Oh hey, I'm here for two things. Firstly, to disrupt the continuity of the universe thus set up so far in this video, and secondly, to explain a little bit about today's sponsor, Squarespace. It's an all-in-one, right-to-the-point, helpful hand in creating your own website with a variety of functions, such as their Squarespace Blueprint. It'll help you get the ball rolling by guiding you through the initial design process. This will include customizing every inch of your site exactly how you want, or if you'd rather, just use the mass amount of professional-looking presets to whip up an amazing-looking site in just minutes. I love how these designs look, and I've been trapped inside this cube for eons. It's all I can look at, and somehow I'm still infatuated by it. Platonically. If your site happens to be a shop, you aren't compromising on compatibility by using Squarespace. Checkout can be super simple for your customers with features like PayPal and credit cards, and even pay later services like Afterpay and ClearPay. It'd be mad helpful for me since there's no form of currency or anything inside this cube except me and the walls. Okay, actually it really couldn't help me if that was the case, but in the real world it could save you a lot of hassle. And of course, what good would an online shop be if you couldn't track all the stats to get your next customers? Squarespace has detailed analytics like traffic insights, allowing you to plan and maximize your next marketing campaign. You want to find your customers, and believe it or not, your customers want to be found. So don't leave them hanging. I'd love to be found. We all do in one way or another. Anyway, get a free trial today by using the link in the description, squarespace.com. And after all the design work, when you want to make your site go live, use my custom link, squarespace.com/PeterKnetter, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Please don't call me a VTuber in this segment, by the way, in the comments. I'm not doing like the Mabel from Gravity Falls voice, so I really don't count as one. Okay, bye. Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Mobile. There are actually a number of mobile versions for this game. It's actually been ported to at least 11 different platforms. There's a decent Android port, iOS port, but there's also the Java that runs on your BlackBerry. It's very cute, visually speaking. Besides Sonic on the character select screen, who doesn't look like he knows if he has gas or is gonna throw up.
Also available on Wii. Nintendo. Now we're talking. He's kinda cool, like me, for real. Man, he's so cool. Man, she's so ticked off. So you just kinda go automatically. The music is kinda sick.
Hey, mister. Let's play soccer.
A cricket.
We got a star. That was good. An angel just got its wings or something. Ah, Billy Hatcher. I remember when he hatched the snow egg. Oh! Well, Amy just killed something. I've got all the Chaos Emeralds. With this power, I have begun farting. Second, okay, we can still make regionals. Ghost? Who's that? Who's she? She seems kind of cool. Hold up. Go get him. Gonic? That sounds like a disease. You got a gold ring. Got like 50 of those during the race, but thanks. Man, if you want to get up high on one of these lists, you just got to be a racing game. I've played them all. Like pretty much. I know if I figure out cricket, it's gonna be more fun than this. Despite poor journalism and not having completely mastered a game before giving it a true review, I do recognize the potential of Sonic Cricket to at least be better than All-Star Racing with 4 pixels. Sonic Advanced from 2011. Yes, despite being long past the 4Kids era and being like, how many years? 7 years since the actual release of Sonic Advance 3, the last game in the series, there is an Android and Java version of Sonic Advanced in Japan. It is a little bit different, and it doesn't have the Chow Room, making it absolutely useless. You think that's harsh? The game was specifically released as like a game card for the Nokia N-Gage, under the name Sonic N. And it also had no Chow Garden, cementing it as the worst Sonic game to ever be created ever.
Yeah, I can't find it.
I don't know. Okay, before we continue on to the last game in the Sonic Java series, we're gonna give a quick rundown of Java games that are pretty much completely unarchived and just lost to time. They come from an era in lost media where this technology was emerging and we thought we were invincible. We thought that this was so high-tech and next-generation stuff that it would last forever, not knowing our true burden, our true responsibility to archive what is now lost. Actually, no one archived them because they look like trash. Sonic J from 2001. Not to be confused with Sonic J, the fan game that I'm pretty sure everyone thought I was talking about when I mentioned Sonic J. It's a mobile 2D platforming game developed by Sega. It was released in early 2001 for Motorola devices, Java phones, whatnot. Now the fan game, Sonic J, not the one we're talking about here, apparently sucks. Don't play it. According to its creator, it's rated all ages on GameJolt for mild cartoon violence, comical shenanigans, and it's made with Game Maker Studio. There's just not much information on the official Sonic J, so I just figured we'd research the fan game instead and give a little rundown of that so this isn't a dead segment, which I may have failed at. Sonic Bomb Squad from 2001. I guess you defuse bombs as Sonic? I'm sure the dialogue was magnificent.
These domestic terrorists sure mean business.
Sonic Demo. It was announced at a Java 1 press conference in 2000, announcing like a collab between Sega and Java or Motorola or whatever. Not very detailed. There's a couple images that exist. There's another game that the community calls Sonic Demo. This one's from 2021. Actually, is developed by Nitrome. They're a mostly mobile game dev with games such as Silly Sausage and Meatland. Also some classic Flash games that you may have played growing up. Me, myself, I liked Rubble Trouble. Played it on mini clips. Back when I could digest bacon without dying. I didn't mean to get too emotional here. It was revealed on their Twitter. We just got this video, just a pitch, a general creation of a game. It didn't really exist, so who knows how much this is just animated. It was canceled because Nitrome's web game Ditto caused them to be sued by the music artist Dido due to confusion with the name's pronunciation. I made all that up, that's not true. Sonic Head-On. It's a mobile action game. It was released in early 2001 for the Motorola phones. The gameplay of Sonic Head-On is identical to the arcade game Head-On, also developed by Sega. Once again, there's no archive of this, so I'm just gonna assume it was based on the Head-On commercials that from when I was tiny. Head-On. Apply directly to your face. Lastly, Sonic Logic from 2001. This is a collab between Sonic and the greatest country music artist of our time, Logic. We don't know about this one. It was a puzzle game. That's it. And finally, the final Sonic game, released only on Java and not for specific services. This video has a very strange criteria for what games we're covering. Sonic Runners Adventure from 2017. A Java mobile game that looked like this from only 7 years ago. 7 years ago. It's pretty similar, at least in gameplay, to the Android and iOS versions that, everyone has a smartphone at this point. Why you're still playing stuff on Java, I don't really know.
That's Crush 40. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Don't forget to play mobile games.
All right, we only have Conk. 3D animation rendered in real time. Is that all the music? Like, this is comparable to some Wii games.
Don't forget, Man Bloom 423 Boo, Kayana Kabik,
Flicky. This is actual dialogue going on right now. That's sick. That's so cool. I care so much what Sonic is saying to a bird as he's just running in a straight line collecting money. This is just his 9 to 5. Rings this way. No kidding. I kind of was under the impression there were only rings every way that you go. Figured it would have had like a drop. Like
Sonic Runners, I feel like this is an easy B tier for 2 reasons. 1, just the overall decency but not that much depth of the game. And 2, the fact that B is completely open, it makes this list look more complete and it satisfies my brainworm. These Java versions of Sonic games are almost unequivocally inferior versions to the games they're based after. But as a kid, I was always someone who really appreciated when big AAA companies like Nintendo would release a Zelda game on both the previous and current generation consoles, or when EA would put Need for Speed Most Wanted on the Xbox and the Xbox 360. I would always feel a nice boost of hope that us little guys will get to partake in a very, albeit dumbed down version of whatever exciting new game had just come out, whatever the fad was. So you won't catch me judging anyone for making a not very financially worth it dumbed down version of any games for people who don't have the newest technology. It's nice to throw some bones to the weaker platforms for all the dudes in the back. The original ones I don't know though. Why Cricket? Anyway, on to the Sonic Cafe games, which I'm sure nobody, not a single YouTuber, has ever covered 7 years ago. Not once.